Hi. Something I'd really like to talk about today is our moods, regulating our emotions. Years ago, more in my very early 20s and early 30s, I had quite a challenge with regulating my emotions. I could easily just be incensed by something, or I had some periods of low moods. And a counselor had recommended to me a book called Mind Over Mood. It was a little bit more on the technical side of things for what I really needed, I think, at that stage of my life. It was a lot of chart kind of keeping. This is how I'm feeling. This is what brought this up. So it was a good way to keep track. And if that's helpful to you, to write down, when you notice that you're having a certain emotion and what immediately happened before then, just to bring an awareness to what is going on and what might be behind that for you, and what things serve you to change how you're feeling. A lot of that comes down to our thinking, was the basis of that book. So what are you thinking in the moments when you find yourself reacting like immediate with anger? What is activating that for you? Because a lot of times it is the story that we have carried with us throughout our lives. One for me that just cuts right to the core is, I'm not enough. Well, now, these years later, as I say that aloud and as you say aloud, what is the thought you're telling yourself? Let's use I'm not enough as an example. Well, says who? Where is that coming from? A lot of times it is very, very old kind of news. This is like the newspaper from decades past, like we're picking up and reading it 30 years later, as if it's still the headline of the day. How about we, rewrite the newspaper into a modern version? We're going to digitize this. And we're going to delete and rewrite. What do you want to tell yourself instead? I am. I am beautiful. I am valuable. I am valued, and I value myself. I am kind. I am generous. I am funny. I am me, and I like me. Let's start rewriting the newspaper. Okay? You may want to do this literally. Go in and design yourself a headline. What do you want it to be shouted from the rooftops about who you really are? That is the true mind over mood.